everyone, how's it going? I just made it here to a third-party vendor, and it seems that they canceled my load because when I tried to check in, they couldn't find the load ID. So I called my dispatch, and I'm trying to get out of here because they have nowhere for me to park or dock or anything. So the problem with this place, I'll show you, is that there is space to make a U-turn and turn around and stuff, but it's not easy. It's very dangerous. This place is made for box trucks. You can tell by how short the parking spaces are. Right now, I'm just waiting to see what my dispatch says. Hopefully, I can get out of here. But yeah, I have 5 stops today. If they cancel this one, I'm probably gonna have one less, so let's see how it goes. As you can see, I got really close to a garbage can, a truck, and a car. So wasn't easy. I don't like doing, it's not that I'm not able to do it. I don't like getting close to other objects or vehicles because, you know, if you hit something, that's it. I just don't want to be hitting anything, but I was able to make a U-turn. I'm still waiting for my dispatch to call me. Hopefully I can get out of here. So yeah, I don't have energy drinks today, but I just am drinking my water. So my dispatch called me back and they said that I can just go to my next stop and drop this empty that I have attached to me right now. So they took out this stop, and I believe they took out the next one. They're still updating the tour right now, so I mean, better for me. I take it as a benefit. So yeah, so I'll be on my way and I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, so I dropped the empty trailer here at my next stop, and it turns out that I have to pick up a loaded trailer, but it's not going to be ready until like 10 p.m. and they want me to come back at 8. Right now it's 2:36, so I'm gonna bobtail out, hang out for a little bit. I saw a taco truck outside, so I'm getting some ideas, but yeah, I'm gonna have to hang out for a few hours. But yeah, let's see how that goes. Today seems pretty chill. I don't have that many stops because they canceled the last one. After this place, I just have one more stop if my HOS allows it. If not, then I'm gonna have to bobtail back to my yard this evening. It is 90 degrees outside, really hot, and they say there's a heat wave coming. I'm about to check out right now. Alright, so I got some veggie tacos. There is a taco truck, like I said, nearby, so I'm gonna see how these are. I need to catch all of you guys up to speed on why I'm into trucking, because I know a lot of you are wondering and asking about it. I don't blame you. I just came out of nowhere. Bria Trucking, I like it, but what is it, like Like, what the heck? Like, catch me up to speed here. I'm gonna give you guys a summary of the last year when I started. So, as many of you guys have assumed, I am not a new driver. I have more than 1 year experience. I started my trucking journey back in March of 2022, which was last year. And that's when I decided to go for my license, to get my CDL Class A. I can talk about in depth of how I got my license and what exactly I did in another video if you guys want to see that. If you guys don't know already, I'm going to a university to study art. I'm going for my Bachelor of Fine Arts in Illustration, and I am currently taking online classes because it's more flexible for me. The cost of living in California is very expensive, and the cost of education is very expensive. So when you put those two together, you gotta find a way to make it work. My partner Andy, who is a truck driver with experience, he asked me, why don't you get your license? Out of nowhere. And I was like, what? You're crazy. Like, I'm doing this. Like, I'm an artist, I'm in art school, I'm doing my own thing, and I have, my own path, and I have my own goals, right? So I gave it some thought, and I made the decision to get my license. And I was scared. I was like, I was thinking, like, I don't see a lot of women in the trucking industry. I'm not in the know of anything. So I gave it a lot of thought, and I was realizing how much money there is to be made in the trucking industry. It's wild, it's insane. But I decided to get my license. I'm like, okay, I can do this. I went to the DMV, I took my written test, and I went to the driving school. I passed the driving school in 6 weeks. It wasn't easy at all. I was like the only girl there. While I was in the trucking school, Andy and I were researching what companies that I can get on board and get started driving, because I need experience at this point. So we did a lot of research, and we found the company Schneider. Yes, Schneider is a mega carrier, but after doing a lot of research on them, they ended up having a lot of they had more pros than cons than the other companies that we looked into. So we decided to go on board with Schneider. We were going to team up and bring our cat Tozy, and that's what we did. By the time I finished my orientation with Schneider, it was the end of May, but I started towards the beginning of May, so it was like 3 weeks. After that, we got the truck rolling. We got Tozy with us. We're rolling in the truck, and we're doing the whole 48 states. So I ended up getting a lot of experience driving. And I say driving because my backing wasn't that great for the longest time. If you're an OTR driver, you're driving more than you're backing. Since I learned how to drive a truck on a 28-footer, it was totally different when I had to start driving a 53-foot trailer. And if it wasn't hard enough, I had to back. Backing was so stressful for me. I don't know, every time I had to do it, I got scared. I don't know, I couldn't get the concept, like turn left to go right, but only this much, and only when your trailer's at this point. It was difficult for me, but I was starting to get better. As a brand new driver with no experience, they were willing to pay me at least 55 cents per mile, which, is decent, with a person with no experience. I have nothing bad to say about Schneider. I had a really good experience. The cool thing with a lot of these companies, the majority of trucking companies, they have a retention bonus or like a sign-on bonus, and they pay it out to you over the course of 12 months. Of course, if you don't make the 12 months, if you leave within 12 months, they won't finish paying you. But I did get a lot of extra side cash from that. If you completed your trucking school within a certain period before you sign up to drive with Schneider, they will reimburse you for your whole tuition up to, I want to say $7,000. I don't remember the exact amount, but they do reimburse you a lot. So as long as you show you have proof, as long as you have proof that you were in a trucking school within a certain time period, and you show your receipts and your registration and all that, they get you rolling with some more side cash, and they start reimbursing you. which was cool. I did that and I got reimbursed from my trucking school. So quickly, I just want to say that Schneider is a good company. If you are starting, if you just got your license, if you're starting and you want to do over the road, I highly recommend Schneider. We were out for 3.5 weeks at a time, which was heavy. You know, it's hard being away from home when you're not used to it, but we had our cat with us. It was a little bit harder for me given the fact that I'm a student. Of course, I bring my homework with me in the truck, which is not an ideal thing to do. And I felt like I was in a very unique situation. I was driving and working days, and Andy was working nights. After working, being mentally exhausted, being tired from the road all day, I had to go back in the sleeper and work on classes the whole time until I got the minimum amount of sleep. And it was hard, very, very, very hard. And that brings me to my next point. You're probably thinking now, so you've been doing this trucking thing for like a whole year now, but you're just starting this channel. I know, I understand. I wish I could have started this channel when I was over the road. I really, really wanted to. But with the days being so long, and then I have homework after, which was a lot. If you know, summer university courses are very accelerated, and I was taking 2 of them. It was just way, way, way too much for me. If I were to just put a channel that I had to manage on top of that, I would have been burnt out, like a lot. I would have been really burnt out. So for the sake of saving my stress levels, I did not start the channel at that time. That's why, kind of the reason why I'm doing this now. So we technically didn't start driving until June, but I would consider us being employed with Schneider and be, you know, still working by May time. So from May, June, July, August, September, October, about 6 months, that's when I feel the burnout. Like I said, it wasn't easy. I absolutely loved being over the road. You get to see all the states. You get to experience different terrains, different people, different weather. It's such a beautiful thing being over the road, and I absolutely love it. If I have the opportunity again, I will definitely go. But I was experiencing burnout. Andy was experiencing burnout. I didn't know if it was a good idea to keep Tozy on the road too, since she is a senior cat. Right now, she is 16 years old, but she was really enjoying it. We made the decision together to come back to California and stay local. So long story short, we burnt out, and it wasn't good for my schoolwork. I didn't want to fall behind. You know, we were not experiencing, I mean, the money was great, but we were not experiencing as many benefits as compared to drawbacks. So that's when I got this position with Amazon. I was not working for only a 2-week period. That 2-week period was the transition time between when I finished Schneider and when I started Amazon. And that has to do with the time it takes to do background checks, the orientation, all that stuff. After driving about 2 to 3 weeks with Amazon, since it's a local position and I'm making multiple stops every day, I noticed my backing was getting significantly better than before. Since the whole time I was on the road to the time I started doing local work, I significantly improved when I started doing local work because I'm backing more and more often every day, all the time. And I'm not saying I want to have perfect backing, because nobody's gonna have perfect backing. If you think your backing is bad, don't worry. You already got your license. You're not being tested. If you need to do pull-ups, do your pull-ups. As long as you get your trailer in with not hitting anything, you're fine. So I realized I was doing less pull-ups. If I can back efficiently in a timely manner, I feel like that's the kind of skill level I want to go for. So that kind of brings me to right now. I'm driving with Amazon. I'm doing a local position. I've gotten really good at it. I've already trained some people. So now, I'm very happy with what I'm doing. I'm very comfortable. I can balance my classes on the other 4 days. It works for me. I'm very comfortable. I like to have a flexible schedule because I don't want to be, I'm not the type to where I want to be stuck on one thing. I always want to have options. I always want to have choices. And I feel like I'm staying here for now because I'm comfortable. In the near future, Andy and I are thinking about buying a truck. With our combined experience, we have experience over the road, we have experience teaming, we have experience of the trucking lifestyle. We're still learning about the business aspect of it and the steps that we need to get there. I see us driving our own truck. As for Bria Trucking, as for this channel, I'm gonna keep making videos for you guys and showing you how I do things, how I work. I'm hoping that you guys are gonna stick around and enjoy it because I'm enjoying it. I really like sharing my experiences with you. Like I said, I wanted to do it before, but I couldn't. But now I have the opportunity, I have the flexibility, and I'm just wanting to be transparent with you. It's working. I really appreciate all the comments and all the feedback, all the love and support that you guys have given me. Of course I can't get to all of your comments, but I do look at them. And it just makes me so happy that, you guys are enjoying it, I'm enjoying it, and it just feels good. So yeah, I don't want to make this video too long. I hope you guys have like a better understanding. You guys have clarity now, a better visual of like what this is, what's Bria Trucking, what happened before, why are you just doing this now? That's pretty much all I have to say. I don't want to keep talking and boring you guys. So as for the status of my tour today, or my route, I am still parked outside of the facility because I'm still too early. Right now it is 6:42 p.m. It's really cooled down. It's not as hot anymore. I did enjoy my tacos, by the way. They were amazing. Like I said, my load is not going to be ready until 10 p.m. So if it's ready before that, I might be able to take it, depending on my HOS, like I said. I've just been snacking on some strawberries. So it is finally 8 p.m., which means that I can now re-enter the facility. They don't like you being there too early, so I just chilled out for a little bit, still cooling off, but I'm gonna go inside and wait. The good thing about that is they have a trucker lounge, they have a restroom, they have water, all kinds of stuff. So right now, I'll show you. This is where I've been sitting for the last couple hours. But the sun is going down, so I'm gonna head inside. So they said the load is going to be ready in 5 to 10 minutes. Let's see if that's true, because I'm still waiting. But yeah, I just checked in right now. Oh my god, the sun is bright. So hopefully my load is ready within the next 5 to 10 minutes, like they said. Sometimes it's ready and the Relay app doesn't update, or sometimes they're just saying that to make me feel better. I don't know. But I'm gonna go to tractor parking. Okay, so to give you an update, it's been an hour. My load was not ready. I saw it coming. But yeah, it's getting dark here. Just sitting in tractor parking. But yeah, I'm losing daylight, so I don't want to be filming at nighttime because you can't see anything, obviously. But I just want to say thank you for watching, and I hope that this video, at least the part where I talked about, what I was doing before this, I hope that was very insightful for you, or at least now you have an idea. Now you probably have a better understanding of where I'm coming from. I mean, other than that, the day's almost over. I don't know if I'm gonna get this load or not, so I'll just be waiting for a little bit. I'll be headed back to my yard pretty soon. But yeah, other than that, I just like I said, I just want to say thank you for sticking around. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.